Welcome to the last ever Nintendo Switch Direct, and of course it would not be a fitting conclusion to the Switch's life without Erdrick. That's okay though, I am a huge Dragon Quest fan. I've played like one of the games, if you include How to Train Your Dragon on the Nintendo DS. If not, then I've played none of the games. For real though, these look like amazing remakes. Hello and welcome to this special Nintendo Direct, in which we'll be showcasing all the extra baggage that we didn't want at our Nintendo Switch 2 Direct in 6 days. So don't be expecting anything crazy like a new 3D Mario game or, I don't know, Duck Hunt 2. Wait, what? No Duck Hunt 2 news? Why do I get my hopes up for that every Direct?
You are Tomodachi.
No, I'm not. Oh. Well, what do you know?
You're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck.
It's Pac-Man.
But who is this spherical stranger?
It's definitely Pac-Man.
Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world.
Yeah, that's Pac-Man. This is wild though. I mean, Bandai Namco have done some pretty strange things with Pac-Man, but this is definitely up there, and I am here for it.
You and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form.
Now look, I was totally on board with this until you started trying to rip off Sonic Unleashed. Now that's not cool. Huh? Rhythm Heaven? Oh, no. That would have been wild though. I mean, I would have completely and totally lost my mind. I don't even know what I would have done. Well, I suppose now, we'll never know. Yep.
Welcome to Zephyr Town.
Is this an immersive farming and life sim?
This is where your new life begins.
Oh, tell me this is an immersive farming and life sim.
This immersive farming and life sim.
Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Nintendo, what are you doing? Do you think anyone is going to buy a Switch 2 with you showing off bangers like Pac-Man Metroidvania and an immersive farming and life sim? I mean, you gotta save something for the Switch 2 Direct.
You must be the new farmer!
No, I'm actually Kaname Date.
Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Right, but is this actually the best way to travel? Because I feel like it would just be safer to cycle, or, you know, walk. Huh? Donkey Kong? Metorid Prime 4 Beyond. That actually makes more sense. This game looks beautiful. I mean, this has got to be one of, if not the best looking game on the Switch. Wow. Wow. Wow.
She's not alone though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
I mean, this is cool and all, but I don't know. Now I'm just wondering how Donkey Kong would have dealt with these aliens. Would he have even needed a gun? I don't think so. He punched the moon once. It's so fitting seeing Metroid Prime 4 feature in the last Nintendo Switch Direct, especially as it was initially teased all the way back in the 2017 E3 Direct, when the Switch had only been out for like 3 months. I cannot wait to play this game, I cannot wait to experience it after all this time, and the fact that they're showing us this game now, instead of at the Switch 2 Direct, must mean that they're finally ready to give us a solid release date. Well, that's a little disappointing. I don't think I would have been as disappointed if Rhythm Heaven had been unveiled earlier on. I mean, I'd probably still be losing my mind. But I guess we'll just never know what would have happened.
And serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston.
Are Ursula and Gaston like the most hyped villains there? I just don't know why they got specific shout-outs, as if they're so much better than Captain Hook and Maleficent. I mean, Maleficent has her own movie.
During class, use magic circles to perform rituals.
No, you've got to stop ripping off Sonic. It's not cool. I was willing to let it slide the first time, but I only have so much patience. Now this game's interesting because when you first see it, you think it's Cuphead. But if you keep watching, you think no, it's DuckTales. But then you keep watching and realise it's actually The Eternal Life of Goldman, which makes sense because that was the title they showed for the game in the beginning.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius.
Sure, but how?
With a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series.
Oh, thank you.
Titles include Gradius.
What? I did not see that coming. I don't have any quips for this one, I just think it looks cool. Plus, Celeste and Pizza Tower are here. How awesome is that? What? How did you survive? I thought I'd killed you all. Accidentally, mind you. I don't know, I think Nintendo's being pretty foolish here by not saving this as their last reveal. I mean, I was pretty confused when I realised Metroid wouldn't be closing the Direct, but now that you're revealing Tamagotchi Plaza so casually in the middle of the Direct, I mean, you gotta have Tears of the Kingdom 2 at the end of this, surely. Wait, stop, that is Harry Potter, like I'm not even joking, look at that dude, that is the boy who lived.
Scattered all over town are wild zones.
Wild zones, eh? Like Green Hill Zone. Okay, I'm not going to lose my temper, there's just no point.
These areas are special environments where wild Pokémon can live comfortably.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad there's a place for Pokemon to just live peacefully without fear of being removed from their natural habitat.
You can catch Pokémon here.
Oh.
But they might be hostile.
Well, of course they're hostile. You've just rocked up to the peaceful wild zone and started catching them. I can't wait for the Pokemon game where the Pokemon take charge and start catching the humans in Pokeballs. That game is going to be sick.
Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
On rooftops? What? Why are there Pokemon on rooftops? Rooftops aren't for Pokemon. They're for trumpet players.
When night falls.
All the Pokemon turn into werehogs, don't they? You've gotta stop!
But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games.
Wait a minute.
Boop.
Rhythm games? Could this be... Is it... No. No! It's...
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
That's pretty neat. Hi! So some of you are still buying those disgusting physical games, and well, you gotta stop that. Don't worry though, we've created something called a virtual game card. So yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. With a physical game card, you can insert the game into any Nintendo Switch you would like. And now, with a virtual game card, you can insert your digital games into any Nintendo Switch. Unless you're trying to do it on more than 2 Switch systems, in which case you need to knock that off. You can also share these virtual game cards with friends and family, just like physical game cards. Unless you're not all in the same family plan, in which case they can get lost. You can share one game at a time, no more, we will find you if you do. So yeah, just like physical game cards. In all seriousness, I do think this is a good idea in general, and definitely a step in the right direction. I just hope it's expounded upon in the future. Okay, here's the sizzle reel. You know what that means, it's time to see what exciting game Nintendo is closing on. Saga Frontier 2 Remastered? What? Oh no, the Direct's still going. Sorry, Saga Frontier 2 Remastered. No offense, you look like a fine game, just not a one last reveal sort of game. But that's okay, most games aren't. I hope we're still in good terms, I hope this doesn't affect our friendship, let's just move on.
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch.
Ha! Driving.
In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes.
I'm no expert, but isn't that the point of golf?
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil.
Wow, that's really cool. Marvel has like hundreds of characters, I can't wait to see the huge roster for this game. It could even rival Smash Brothers.
Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15.
Oh. I mean, that's bigger than Smash 64's roster, I guess. What? It can't be. It's Tears of the Kingdom 2! Wait, no, it's Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. Very similar games in my defense. Well, you did it, Nintendo. Now nobody's going to buy a Switch 2 until after 2026. I hope you're proud of yourselves. Oh, wait. Is Tomodachi Life Living the Dream going to look even better on the Switch 2? Never mind, Nintendo, you have just cemented the Nintendo Switch 2 as the best-selling console of all time. I never doubted you for a second. For real though, this is a pretty hype reveal, like, you know I'm definitely a Nintendo fan because I am unironically excited for this. Now, I know we said that was our last game, but we do have one last announcement. Isn't that right, Shigeru Miyamoto? Yeah, so I'll be honest, I thought I was supposed to be announcing that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson had been cast as Yellow Toad in the upcoming sequel to the Mario movie, but there are still negotiations going on because he wants a bigger role. Blue Toad, as if he could play Blue Toad. So phones are cool, right? Speaking of phones, we have an app you can download, and after the Switch 2 presentation next week, this app will remind you to pre-order a Switch 2 every single day, even if you've already pre-ordered one. So that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, anyway, that's all I've got. Well, that's everything for now. See you in 6 days for the Switch 2 presentation, where we'll show you the games you actually want to see, including the one you've all been waiting for, Duck Hunt 2.